Anime has a lot of overpowered main characters, but not all overpowered characters start like that. Many start weak and eventually they become strong, and sometimes their growth just happens to be motivated by a betrayal. We have come up with a list of the top 10 anime where the main character is abandoned for being weak but comes back overpowered. So, before we begin, be sure to subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified of all of our latest new videos. Number 10. We're starting the list with Naruto. Naruto was once considered very weak. The guy couldn't even make a single simple clone and failed academy graduation more than once. It is no secret that he was ostracized and abandoned by the whole Hidden Leaf village who considered him a demon. His parents gave their lives while saving the village from 9 tails and sealed the demon fox in their newborn baby. But the village repays Naruto by treating him like a drag. He by no means deserved to be treated like an outcast and a burden. Well, it's good to see progress at Naruto's end, who strives to work hard and become strong. He became the hero of Leaf once he defeated Pain, and later played a major part in the 4th Great Ninja War. He finally achieved his dream of becoming Hokage, so it's a win for Naruto. Number 9. Next up is Tokyo Ghoul. Several deaths occur in Tokyo caused by flesh-eating ghouls. Ghouls eat human flesh to survive, and they look just like humans and blend in. The main character is an 18-year-old boy named Ken Kanaki. He is a reserved college student, and he tries not to acknowledge these disasters. He has a date with a lovely woman named Rize Kamashiro, and his friends tell him to be careful. He sees her acting strange on the date, but still ignores it. After the date, while Ken walks with Rize toward her home, he discovers Rize isn't as sweet as she appears, and she's led him on with evil intent. She is indeed a ghoul and wants to make him her meal. He is betrayed and almost killed, but he luckily survives with some external help, but he gets severely injured and is taken to the hospital in critical condition. After recovering, Kanaki discovers that he underwent surgery and the doctor transplanted Rize's organs into him, which turned him into a ghoul. Now talk about the turntables. Anyway, to find out how he adapts to his new life as a ghoul, go and watch the anime. Number 8. On number 8 is Kaze no Stigma.
You feel better now?
18-year-old Kazuma Kanagi is the eldest son of the Kanagi family and presumed heir. However, due to his inability to use the Injutsu blaze technique, the power to control flames, he's considered to be useless within his family. While competing for the right to wield an Reiha, also known as Blaze Lightning Supremacy, a powerful heirloom sword traditionally wielded by the family heir, Kazuma is soundly defeated by 12-year-old Ayano Kanagi, his second cousin, and his father banishes him from the family. He returns 4 years later, and now he is the master of Fujutsu, wind technique, the power to control the wind. He changes his name to Kazuma Yagami. Even among Fujutsu users, he is the most powerful. Returning after such a brutal exile already gives rise to many conflicts, but to make matters worse, several Kanagi family members are killed after his return. The murders are committed by someone using Fujutsu. This leads the Kanagi family, including the hot-headed Ayano, to suspect Kazuma as the culprit. They presume he has committed the murders in revenge for his banishment. Kazuma also gets in the middle of a family war. Now he has to clear his name of these crimes. The point of satisfaction is that he has to face many members of his family whom he defeats. He even duels his dad, the strongest Injutsu user, and defeats him. Number 7. The number 7 spot is held by the rising son of the Shield hero. It is the story of Naofumi Iwatani, who is an easygoing youthful boy, but he is summoned into a parallel world along with 3 other young Japanese men from parallel universes to become the world's cardinal heroes and fight waves. Waves are interdimensional hordes of monsters. Each hero receives their own legendary equipment, and Naofumi gets a legendary shield, while the other heroes received respectively a sword, a spear, and a bow. Now Fumi's luck turns to the worse after his single companion, revealed to be the kingdom's princess, betrays him, steals all his belongings, and leaves him devoid of all assistance and supplies after she falsely accuses him of sexually assaulting her. Now Fumi is forced to train as a hero alone while working to make ends meet until he buys from a slave trader a young Tanuki demi-human girl named Raftalia and an egg that hatches into a bird-like monster whom he names Philo, both quickly growing into adulthood and becoming powerful warriors under his care. Then he sets out to solve the mystery of waves, but what he discovers is something he never imagined. Number 6. On number 6, we have Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy.
Seems I can create a semicircular area around myself and then manipulate the whole space inside of it. For example, I can search the area without being noticed, which is cool. And I can strengthen things.
Makimoto Misumi finds himself sent to another world to meet the goddess and become the hero, due to a mysterious contract agreed upon by a goddess and his parents years ago. However, the goddess thinks that Makoto is hideous and revokes his heroic title. She gives him the ability to understand all languages except the human language as compensation. Then, the goddess sends Makoto off to the furthest edges of the wasteland, far from human civilization. After that, Makoto's inherent physical and magical capabilities awaken, making him extremely powerful. He utilizes his newfound abilities and meets many demi-humans and mythical beings and gets very powerful. Demi-humans and mythical beings join him, and he aims to build a new community where all of them can peacefully coexist. He yearns to meet humans, but the goddess has barred him from doing it. So, how will he approach this issue? And will he be able to reform society? Number 5. Next on the list is Chainsaw Man. It is the story of Denji, a young man trapped in poverty. Denji is left with nothing but his deadbeat father's overwhelming debt. He is working off his deceased father's debt to the Yakuza by taking the role of a devil hunter, and he is aided by Bochita, the chainsaw devil who looks like a dog. Denji can only dream of a good, simple life. He is contacted by Yakuza that he is to kill the zombie devil, but Yakuza has actually set him up to die, and Zombie Man gets him killed and makes Yakuza his minions. On the other hand, Pochita is looking to save his master so he can fulfill his dreams and merge with him. This revives Denji, and he becomes the Chainsaw Man and half devil. He fights and kills Zombie Man, and now free from Yakuza, looks up to his new free life. But what will he do next? Go watch the anime to find out. Number 4. Taking the number 4 spot is Dororo. Dororo is the story of a ronin, Hyakimaru, and a thief, Dororo. Hyakimaru's father, Lord Daigo Kagemitsu, is a feudal lord. His land was dying and in despair. He was ready to do anything. He renounced Buddha and made a pact with the 12 seal demons who granted him power. But this all had a cost, and in return, he had to sacrifice the body parts and organs of his son to the demons. When Kagemitsu's first son, Hyakimaru, is born, the boy has no limbs, no nose, no eyes, no ears, nor even skin. Yet still, he lives. His mother abandons him in a lake so that his father does not kill him. He is found by Jukai, a medicine man. He uses healing magic to make prosthetic body parts for him, and this gives him unique strength and makes him resistant to damage. After that, he sets out to get revenge and wins back his body parts. Number 3. Next up, we have Tokyo Ravens. In some event known as the Great Spiritual Disaster, Japan has been thrown into chaos by Onmyuji. Onmyuji magic spread throughout the entire Japanese continent. Haratura Tsuchikamato was born into an Onmyuji family, but he has no power whatsoever. Despite being born to a distinguished Onmyuji family, he has to live a normal life. Then, he's approached by his estranged childhood friend and cousin, Natsumi Tsuchikamato, Yaku's supposed reincarnation. When they were younger, he made a promise long ago to become her Shikigami. He wants to live a peaceful life, But when a group of people from the Onmyo agency attempt to recreate the same tragedy that led to Japan's downfall 2 years ago, he decides to take matters into his own hands by fighting alongside Natsume as her Shikigami. Number 2. On number 2, I would put the anime called Arifuerta. Arifuerta tells the story of a teenager named Hajime Nagumo, who along with the rest of his class gets transported to a fantasy world. All of his classmates get powerful magical abilities fit for defense and offense, while Hajime only gains the basic alchemical magic to transmute solid materials. It is a common ability usually found in craftsmen and smiths. He is looked down on by his classmates, and during a dungeon raid, he is betrayed by one of his classmates and dropped to the bottom of the dungeon. Luckily, he survives the fall and is forced to fight for his life. He kills the monsters present in the dungeon, and eating them gives him strength and abilities. He creates weapons using his transmuting powers to escape the dungeon and becomes much stronger. On his journey through the dungeon, he meets an imprisoned vampire, Yue. He frees her, and she joins him. He gets out of the dungeon, and its secret gives him more power. He then sets out to explore more dungeons, and later is joined by the bunny-eared Shia and the perverted dragon Tio. Will he return to his old group, or will he punish them? Number 1. The number 1 spot is held by Code Geass. It follows Lelouch v. Britannia. He is an exiled Britannian prince, son of Emperor Charles Z. Britannia, and his royal consort, Marianne v. Britannia. After his sister, Nanoli v. Britannia, witnesses the murder of their mother, she was so traumatized that she lost both her sight and ability to walk. He blames his father for not making an effort to find the killer. Lelouch and Nanoli are sent to Japan to lull the Japanese government into a false sense of security. Then, Japan is attacked and defeated by Britannia, who renames it Area 11. Lelouch vows to his Japanese friend, Suzuko Kururugi, that he will one day obliterate Britannia as an act of vengeance against his father. 7 years later, he goes by the name Lelouch Lemperouge, now a popular yet withdrawn student at Ashford Academy. Unfortunately, he finds himself caught in a crossfire between the Britannian and the Area 11 rebel armed forces. There, he finds a mysterious girl called Cece, and she grants Lelouch a power known as Geass, the power of kings, which commands anyone to do whatever he wants. Realizing the vast potential of his newfound power of absolute obedience, Lelouch embarks upon a perilous journey as the masked vigilante known as Zero, leading a merciless onslaught against Britannia in order to get revenge once and for all. And this is our list of the top 10 anime where the main character is abandoned for being weak but comes back overpowered. If you like this video, kindly like and subscribe. This is a non-exhaustive list, and there are many other such animes out there. I tried to list my top picks. Still, if you think we missed an entry that you think should be on the list, do let us know in the comments. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and we'll see you with a new video.